Emig got the whole shot. Jeremy McGrath cut underneath him in the first turn and has been out in front ever since. Emig, though, is going to make a race of it here at the end.
Yeah, you can bet that Jeremy knows he can feel Jeff Emig. Look how close Emig has gotten. And I don't know if it's as a result of Craig going down and causing some chaos over near that triple, but as the final lap, Emig is within striking distance.
We've got a race on our hands, finally, from Cleveland here in the 250s. Jeremy McGrath with number 6, Jeff Emig, starting to breathe down his tailpipe. Jeremy stepping it up as best he can as we take a look from his helmet cam.
That's a lapped rider in front of Jeremy. It looks like Jeff DeMint on the KTM. You see Jeremy chooses a different line in case he was to make a mistake. He'd have someplace to go. And DeMint moves to the outside. Frees up. What happens a lot of times is the leader will catch up to the lapped riders and doesn't realize that it's a leader. So he'll mess him up. And by the time he moves over, then he moves over for Emig. And it makes things really tough for the leader.
Pretty much in the can right now, as they say in the movies. Jeremy McGrath has tied Rick Johnson's all-time career victory mark of 28 with Jeff Emig placing second. This is Jeremy McGrath's evening, however. He not only wins the race, he wins his 3rd consecutive Supercross title, nailing it down with 2 races left to go. He's also, of course, tied Rick Johnson's career mark of 28 wins. It also opens the door for him to approach one of his own records of 10 victories in a season. 2 races to go. He could beat that. Jeremy McGrath, our champion, and we'll be back right after this. The financing to get it. And now Honda is the holder of the last 8 championships. As this young man, Rick Johnson, told Honda, you got to take a look at a guy named Jeremy McGrath. And here is Jeremy tying Rick Johnson's career mark in just 3 seasons. There's our final results. Let's go to Marty.
Well, Doug, it looked like tonight the battle between you and Jeff Emig just took both of you out of any chance of catching Jeremy.
Yeah, we were going back and forth. It was kind of hard. I had a lot of trouble getting around him, and then, I don't know, somebody crashed on the triples over there, and they put the red cross flag out, and they were still jumping. I don't know if Jeremy was, but I know Emig was still at least doubling. And they're not supposed to do that, and they just totally got away from me there.
The Suzuki point standings show us McGrath winning his 3rd consecutive championship. Ward and Kudrowski still fighting it out for second with 2 races to go. Let's go to Marty.
Well, we're getting some water. Congratulations from a lot of fans, and for Jeremy McGrath, well, we've talked twice now about history, and again, you're letting me share in your moments. Thank you. I mean, this has been fantastic.
Well, it's a great moment for me. It's my 3rd championship in a row and 9 wins on the season. So, I mean, it's definitely a history moment for me. I mean, I'll probably realize it more when I'm done racing, but for now, it feels great.
You said you weren't going to settle for 4th. You were going for the win. You did. You got the great start again, and it looked like the battle for 2nd place there between Emig and Henry, they just took them away from you.
Well, it kind of helped me out. I definitely could stretch it out when they were battling back there, but towards the end, I kind of started making some mistakes. My arms started pumping up, and they caught me a little bit, so I had to get back on track and get going again.
Well, champ, I don't mean to put any more pressure on you, but you realize your record for victories in a season is 10. There's 2 races left. You've got 9, so that means you could still break that record this year, too.
Yeah, that's, you know, I guess that's the next goal in front of me. I need to win the next 2 races and try and break my own record, but you know, I couldn't do it without Honda. 1-800 Collect, they do a great job. No Fear, Spy, Fox Clothing, Alpine Star boots, CTI braces, Bell helmets, and of course my mom and dad, my sister, and my mechanic Skip Norfolk.
Well, here he is, King of the Hill for a 3rd year in a row. Only 2 men have done it. The other's Bob Hanna. Congratulations. Good job.
2nd place finisher number 6, Jeff Emig, his 5th hole shot and his 4th podium on the year. Marty has caught up with him now.
Well, Jeff, it looked like you got a pretty good start. I know you wanted to be in front of Jeremy, but you didn't quite make that. But you ran a great race.
Yeah, you know, I was real good out of the gate, but he was just that little more aggressive in that first straightaway. He was like that in the heat race too, and I wasn't really ready for it. But you know, but I rode hard the whole race, you know, and me and Doug had some battles, and that kind of let Jeremy pull away, you know, and that's not really what you need to do. But I kept riding, you know, just as hard as I could,
we're trying to catch up to him, and I was right there. But maybe San Jose, I'll get it. I got 2 left, man, and I really want to win one.
And it looks like you're starting to peak now. You've had a couple of good races in a row.
Well, it's getting warm. Whenever it gets warm, that's when I ride good. What can I say?
Great run.
Thanks.
It's been getting to be a habit for Jeremy McGrath on the victory podium now to accept not only the trophy for this race, but also a very special plate from Roy Jansen.
Jeremy, on behalf of the American Motorcyclist Association, SRO Motorsports, and Pace Supersports, producers of the United States Supercross Series, it really is my pleasure to give you another one of these #1 plates, the 1995 champion. It's a great accomplishment. Congratulations.
Well, thank you.
Jeremy McGrath, after dominating Supercross for 3 years, and the fans still love him, David.
Well, it's usually the people kind of want to see that guy get beat. Whoever's winning all the races, they're tired of it. But he's got the respect of all the fans, and you can hear it. And he's also in a position to win the outdoors for the first time. So although he's looking at beating his own record and winning the most races in a single season, he has an opportunity to win the national championship as well.
Art Ekman for David Bailey and Marty Reed saying